Now let's start with IGCSE Mathematics, May, June 2022, paper 2-3. When the probability of picking a red sweet from a bag is 0.05, find the probability of not picking a red sweet. Not means you need to take 1 minus 0.05 is equals to 0.95. Okay, so that's the answer. Work out the value of m k cube over square root of 3 when m is 4, k is 7. So 7 cubed times 4 divided by square root of 3. 792.1245693. 792 will do. PQRS is a quadrilateral, RST is a straight line. PQRS, okay. Find angle PST. PST will be here. So what we need to do is find angle RSP is equal to quadrilateral 360 minus 75 minus 129 minus 73. 60 minus 75 minus 129 minus 73. 83. And then 180 straight line minus 83 minus 7 degrees. These are the masses in kilograms of 12 parcel. Complete a stem and leaf diagram for the 12 parcels. So try to make it as numerical order as possible. So 0.7, 0.8, nothing more. These two done. 1.1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.2, 1.7, 1.8, 2.1, 2.3. Double check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 12 parcels done. Find the median. So there are 12 parcels. All you need to do is take 12 plus 1 divided by 2, 13 divided by 2, 6.5 parcel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1.1 plus 1.2 divided by 2, 1.15. N term of a sequence is n squared minus 1. Find the first 3 terms of the sequence, means when n equals to 1, 1 squared minus 1 equals to 0, n equals to 2, 2 squared minus 1 is equals to 3, n equals to 3. The third term, 3 squared minus 1, 8, 0, 3, 8. Simplify y to the power of 3 divided by y to the power of 5. This is a minus. You need to know your law of indices. So it is y negative 2. Or if you want to write 1 over y squared, it's also possible. 7, x to the power 0. Every number to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So the answer is 7. So 7 times 1, 7. The scatter diagram shows the number of visitors, total amount spent at zoo each 8 days. Okay, so first, on 1 of 8 days, there were 410 visitors. Find the total number of spent by visitors during the day. So 410 should be about here. Exact number, it's not an estimation, okay? So we need an exact number. So 27,000. Information of 9 days is shown in the table here, 175 and 9. So find 175 and then find 9. $175 should be here. So plot properly. Draw a line of best fit on the scatter diagram. So you have this one here already. So let's just draw a line of best fit using the first point. If you think that it's okay, then you can use the first point. As long as your top and bottom has a roughly similar amount of axes, and it's fine. So not really here. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, great. So you can see 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is fine. On the 10th day, the total amount spent is 22,000. Estimate number of visitors on that day. 22,000. 21, 22, 22,000. Yeah. 330. Okay, this is a 1 mark question. If it's a 2 mark question, then you might need to have your dotted line drawn here. I'll just draw it. So this will be considered to be a working. Without using a calculator, go and take a calculator and use it first. Then you get your answer, 4/15. Then you work your way through. 2/9, 5/6, 2/9, 6/5, 12/45, divided by 3. Change 300 meters per minute to kilometers per hour. So 300 meters to kilometers is 0.3 kilometers minute to hour. So 1 minute, how many hour? So 1 divided by 60. So right, 0.3 divided by 1/60. You get 18 kilometers per hour. Don't worry, just type in your calculator. Because this is a division. So I'm going to type 0.3 divided by 1/60. Then you get this answer. Okay, next. Find number of elements in A intersect B prime. A intersect B prime is here, prime is outside of it. So 12 plus 3 plus 25 would be 3740. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, K are triangles with all vertices circumference of a circle. From this, draw a ring on a line that is diameter of the circle. Diameter of circle forms a 90-degree. Forms a 90-degree means, like, for example, here, you can see, does it form a 90-degree? Considering I'm saying that AC is a diameter, here is 80 degrees. So no, AC is not a diameter. So you say AB is a diameter. No, it doesn't. It forms 694. Cannot. GH might look like a diameter, but it forms 85. So no, it's not a diameter. You need to find where it forms 90. So 85, 85, no, 94, no, 88, no, 82, no, here. 90. So you can see that these 2 points forms a 90-degree. So your diameter should be DE. Okay, F is a common factor of 14 and 28. So you can see already, work out the largest possible number. So we need to have a large numerator, small denominator. So first we need to find a largest value for F, which is your highest common factor. Largest factor, you can see, largest common factor. And then your M and P must be the smallest. So you must find the lowest common multiple and the smallest prime number. So you can get everything here. Put it inside, you should get your answer 0.14. Okay, factorization shouldn't be that difficult. Look at this one here. The common factor is 9. So I take out 9 from each. 18px divided by 9 becomes 2. And then I take out the p, divided by 9p becomes 2x. 27p divided by 9p becomes 3. Negative stays where it is. So next, mt minus n. Okay, this one here, you need to rearrange. So if you rearrange it, then it's easier to see. So I rearrange this so that it looks like this, where there's a positive sign in the middle, so it makes my life easier. Okay, so what I do is I put it this way so that I do not need to take out any form of negative. You can see already when I start taking things out, it looks as it is already. The goal is to reach a common factor here. T minus 1, T minus 1, then you get this one here. M plus N, T minus 1. Next, find the n term of this sequence. You can see, like I mentioned the last time, where there's a rule in a rule. So a rule in a rule, n square represents a +2 rule in the rule. So if it's a +6, you just take 3n squared. Then what we do is we remove this 3n square from each of these terms. 3 times 1 square, 3 times 2 square, 3 times 3 square, 3 times 4 square, 3 times 5 square. We get all these numbers, we remove it, we see what's remaining. Sometimes you get an n term here, then you need to find the n term and add both together. But for this particular case, it's just a constant 5. So we're just going to put add 5 here. Okay, next one, we need to solve it. So look, whichever side has the larger value or larger coefficient for your x. So this one has a larger coefficient compared to this, so this stays. So this one stay here, this one move, this one also move. So you can see I've done it already, and then at the end we just get this one here. X is more than 2. Next up, Abdul draw the speed time graph for a journey. The graph has 4 sections A, B, C, D. Complete the statement about speed time graph. Section what cannot be correct? Section D cannot be correct because it's not moving according to time. It's moving backwards in time, which is impossible. 100 to 90, impossible. Section shows a constant speed. Constant speed of 10 meters per second. Section B shows it. And section what shows a deceleration, a downward slope. Section A shows acceleration of how many meters per second square. Acceleration here, change in speed over time. So 0 to 10 in 30 seconds. So 10 meters per second in 30 seconds. Answer would be 1/3. The distance traveled in the first 30 seconds of the journey is how much? So distance is always area under the graph. So this one here. Find the area here. You know already your base is 30, your height is 10. So 30 times 10 times half. Half times base times height. Triangle is 30, is 10. So answer would be 150. In triangle ABC, AC is equal to AB. So this one makes an isosceles triangle. Practice your names for your triangle so that you will remember. D is the point on BC such that AD is perpendicular to BC. Okay, this is perpendicular, it means 90 degrees. Complete the following statement to show that triangle ACD and triangle ABD are congruent. Okay, congruent means they're exactly the same. Every single line, every single angle are the same, exactly the same. Not one is bigger than another. That is similar. This is exactly the same. So AD is perpendicular to BC, so that angle what is angle equals to angle what is equals to what? Perpendicular must be 90 degrees. Angle ADB, this one, equals to angle ADC, this one, which is equal to 90 degrees. Next one. AC is equal to AB. Given side, what is common to both triangles? Side AD, this one. And last one is triangle ACD is congruent to triangle ABD because the congruency criterion. Your SSS, your AAA, your ASA, angle, side, angle, 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 side, side, side. This one, however, every time it's a right angle, you have to say right angle, hypotenuse, and side. Okay, RHS. Right angle, hypotenuse are the same, and then the side. They share one side. Let's see. Bearing B from A is X. Bearing A from B is Y. X is to Y, 2 is to 7. Calculate the value of Y. So for example, here, what we can do is we can extend this line here and say that this is X. So you can see 180 plus X is equals to Y. Okay? So you can see already Y minus X is equals to 180. So 7 parts minus 2 parts is equals to 180. 5 parts is equals to 180. 1 part is equals to 36. So we need to find angle Y. Angle Y just take 36 multiplied by 7. 252. Number 19, fx is equal to kx squared gx. Okay, so all of these things are what we call function. So when you're dealing with function, all you need to do is you need to plug in or put in the figures where it belongs. So look at this fx here. So they're asking you to put this whole thing into this x here. They ask you to find the value of k. So right, just put it in. K negative 5k squared. This whole thing represents this x because it's being replaced. It's like a formula kind of thing. So you get 25k square multiplied by k. 25k cube is equal to 675. K cube is equal to 675 divided by 25. K cube is equal to 27. K is equal to cube root of 27. No, sorry, 3. GHX. So you can see already, they want to put HX into G. The whole of this get into this. So now this whole thing is going to be represented as this. So basically, I'm just going to rewrite. Normally, I just do it like that. You can see the whole HX will be replaced for the X value there. So G equals 1 over 7x minus 2 over 5. So if you want to make it less confusing, extend this a little bit. Then just 1 divided by 7x minus 2 over 5. Also, flip it because we need to multiply 1 times 5 over 7x minus 2, which is 5 over 7x minus 2. Very simple. Find inverse of the function h and add it with function j. Inverse of function h. So first, let's find inverse of function h first. So normally I would recommend you guys to copy it down so that you don't need to go up and down to look at it. That's what I normally do for my function so that I don't miss out 7x minus 2 over 5. So now think I will use the mapping system whereby what happens to x? Multiply by 7 minus 2 divided by 5. Inverse it, multiply by 5 plus 2 divided by 7. 5x plus 2 over 7. So this is my inverse. So now I have to add it with jx. Jx which would be 3 minus 10x over 14. Okay, now I need to add both of them together, so it shouldn't be that difficult. So I'm just going to write it here. So the first one change the denominator to 14, so I get 10x plus 2 plus 3 minus 10, plus 4, sorry. We multiply by 2. 10x minus 10x equals to 0. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 over 14. 1 over 2. Next one. Diagram shows a square ABCD with a side length K. MD is a sector of circle center D. E lies on the diagonal BD of the square. M is the midpoint of AD. Find the percentage of the square that is shaded. Percentage of the square that is shaded means shaded over total. So shaded region is equal to square minus area of sector. Area of square. So area of square is, because this is K, this is K, this is a K. MD, however, is half K. So some of you might feel like, oh, wow, what are we going to do here? Well, find area of square first. Is K square. Area of sector, which would be 45 degrees over 360 multiplied by pi r square. Pi r is 1 over 2 or K over 2 square. So if you feel uncomfortable doing it, you can do it separately. It means that you can do it here. Shaded, sorry, sector. So we get 45, 360 multiplied by 45 over 360 multiplied by pi. Okay, k square, I'm just gonna write it as k over 4. So 45 over 360, k square over 4. So here there's a divided by 4. So I get 0.09817 k square. So here I get my sector already. So I need to take k square, which is a value of 1 minus 0.09817 k square. Equals to 1 minus 600, 0.901825225 k square. So I can already find the percentage here because it's a decimal point. So what I can do here is taking the shaded region over total. Shaded region is 0.902. Because I can round it. If I don't want to round it, I can just put 1825 over 1, which is k square, multiplied by 100, 90.18%, 90.2%. Neha has a piece of ribbon length 23 centimeter, correct to the nearest centimeter, correct to the nearest centimeter. From this ribbon, cut out a piece of length, correct to the nearest millimeter. Work out the lower bound, upper bound, length of remaining ribbon, give your answer in centimeters. So cut off means it's a minus, it's a subtraction. But here I'm going to write subtraction, upper bound and lower bound. Upper bound means upper bound minus lower bound. Upper bound of the ribbon will be 23.5 centimeter minus lower bound of this. $235 minus 86.5. 148.5. Centimeter, sorry, I need to change it to centimeter. Remember, do not round anything here because we cannot. We need the precise one. Lower bound, we need to use lower bound minus upper bound. Lower bound will be 22.5 centimeter minus 87.5 millimeters. Change both to centimeters since we know we want our answer in centimeter. Okay, that's your answer. Do not minus, then find your bounds. That's not how you do it. You have to find your bounds. Means you have to give the upper bound, lower bound first before getting your answer. Okay. Okay, simplify this. We're gonna try to factorize whatever that we can. 5, take out 5x and x squared. I'm gonna factor out x. 25 minus x squared, you can see there's a hint of a difference of square here. 5 square minus x square. There's definitely something for you to do, okay? So don't say that there's nothing to do. 5 plus x, 5 minus x. This is what we call difference of square. If you're not really familiar, then you can try to familiarize yourself with the concept. A square plus b square is equals to a plus b, a minus b. Sorry, a square minus b square. A square minus b square is equals to a plus b, a minus b. So this is what we call difference of squares. Solve the equation here. What we need to do is we need to put sign x, or we need to put x as a subject. So 3 sine x is equals to 1 minus 3. Sine x is equals to 2 divided by 3. X is equals to inverse sine 2 over 3. We should be able to get an answer. Try to get it 2 over 3. Sorry. Negative 2 over 3. Yeah. So you inverse it, you get negative 41.81. Negative. So you need to rely on your quadrant here. All students take positive. So now, is all positive, sign positive? No, it's sign negative. It's a negative, so it falls on these two quadrants instead. So you need to draw 41 here. You also need to draw 41 here. So you need to read, our reading will start from here. 1, 2. Okay, so first blue color reading will be 180 plus 41.81, 221.81. And then the black color reading will be 360 minus 41.81. 318.11. Okay, so these are your answer. Y is inversely proportional to the cube of x minus 1. Y is inversely proportional to the cube of, find k first. Y is 9.45. K divided by 3 minus 1 cube. 2 cube is 8. So k is equal to 9.45 times 8, 75.6. Right, now you need to find y is equal to 75.6 divided by x minus 1 cube. X is equal to 4, y equals to 75.6 divided by 4 minus 1 cube. Y is equal to 75.6 divided by 8. 8, sorry, 27. .8. Find k. Every time you start by finding k. So here, find the value of m. So first we need to make m the subject. So we're gonna, this is a multiplication, move over becomes a division. So division, you can see lots of indices, division means minus, divide and minus. So minus minus becomes a positive here. So negative 1/4 plus 1, you can see. After you add it, you get 3/4. This means that m cubed to the fourth root. And we slowly throw over one by one. We can just to the power of 4 and then cube root it. So try to type your answer here, 27 to the power of 4, then cube root the answer. You should get 80.